Welcome back to episode 18 of the Genuine Life Podcast. It's that time again, y'all. One of my most popular episodes. It's Jenn's favorite things. That's right. I'm sharing my top 10 favorite items that I'm loving and digging right now. Hello, beautiful people. It's your host, Jennifer Nicole, and I want to welcome you back to another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a great week and weekend, and of course, I hope you're staying safe, sane, and sanitized. Now go on and grab your beverage. I'm still sipping on that same iced tea because I've recorded 2 episodes back to back for y'all. So if you listen to episode 17, I'm still sipping on the tea here in episode 18. So anyway, you may remember I did an episode on my favorite things. This was back in like March, I think. And I wanted to try to do this every quarter. Of course, with the move and everything, I kind of didn't get it out there, but it's back. And this really gives me time to test these products out and really make sure I love them before I share them with you. So that's why I wanted to do it every quarter. Now, let me also say this podcast is not sponsored. So everything that I am going to discuss today was purchased with my own money, and these are not shared in any particular order. So, just because one thing is listed as number 1 and one is 10 doesn't mean that I hate number 10. Okay. So keep that in mind. I think we should get right into it because we got some fabulous things I want to talk to you guys about. And the very first thing that I am, oh my God, in love with, I'm not sure why it took me so long, but I am absolutely enthralled, in love with my weighted blanket. Okay, now if you follow me on social media, I posted that I finally picked one up at Walmart. I picked up a 20-pounder for $50, which is not bad. And I cannot get enough of this blanket. It is amazing. And I can tell you how, it just keeps me calm and I just love being all wrapped up in it. But let me give you the real reason behind the benefits, okay? I Googled these. So, yeah, this is like official, okay? They alleviate anxiety by stimulating deep touch pressure. They promote melatonin production, which, as we all know, helps promote sleep, which I can tell you every time I'm wrapped up in it, I just want to go to bed. It mimics a hug, which I feel like we all could use right about now in the middle of this pandemic. And it helps with ADHD. Like I said, I purchased mine from Walmart. I have a 20-pounder. And I paid $50 for it, but Amazon has several to choose from, and you can have it on your doorstep within 2 to 3 days, and many of them are around that price or cheaper. So if you're looking for a weighted blanket, I would suggest going to Ammy for it, okay? The second thing that's on my favorite list right now, you're probably thinking, what in the world? But I have to share it. Super sticky black Post-its. Okay, so this, before you turn your nose up and make a face, this is definitely for my stationery heads out there. If you know, you know, but I love stationery and I love pens. So these Post-its were purchased on Amazon and they are super sticky. I use them to, that was so ghetto. I just got an email, sorry. I use them to write out my affirmations and my goals. And what's really cool is because they're so sticky, I can move them around and the stick never goes away. And with these, because they're black, I use a fine tip Sharpie metallic marker. It's so clean and they just look so sleek and chic in the house. And I absolutely love them. And I purchased those off Amazon as well. Okay, so this next product, and keep in mind, all the links to these products will be in the show notes as well. And then, of course, if you have any questions, you can hit me up on Instagram. But this third product is amazing. Okay. I purchased 3. I wish I had purchased every color. But it's the Fenty Beauty Slip Shine Sheer Shiny Lipstick. And I'm not going to repeat that because I'm going to stutter. They come in 10 different shades, and not only do they leave your lips super juicy and nourished, but they leave just the right amount of color behind. So for me, it's perfect with the summer because you don't want to do obviously a full heavy lip during the day, but you can just finish off your look with just this cute, glossy, dewy kind of vibe, and it leaves your lips super nourished. And you don't look like you tried. So I currently have the quartz candy, which is kind of clear with pink iridescence. I also picked up the glazed, which is this peachy pink, and I really like it because it helps finish off like my bronze dewy look when I just put on like a bronzer, and like a little bit of metallic. It finished. Oh my god, it looks like I just came back from Miami. And then Make Outbreak, which is a nude latte, so it kind of gives you a little peachy kind of vibe. Super cute. They're $22 a piece right now at the time of this recording, and if you purchase two, you get a free lipstick bag, which I have been using as well. The next thing on my list that I am totally digging right now is the Fitbit Versa 2 and their scale. Now, those of you who know me know I used to have an Apple Watch. I'm like an Apple junkie. I have all Apple products and had no problem with it. I loved my watch. It was amazing. But when I moved to Georgia, I started eating like I was in some kind of food contest, and I had to go back to my Fitbit. And honestly, it simply came down to feeling more motivated with my watch. I don't know. It provides such comprehensive data. It kept me motivated day after day, week after week. There are challenges that you can join in with your friends. The colors and the display are super, super user friendly. You have the ability to connect Spotify as well as Alexa to the watch. And the scale is amazing because it syncs across the phone as well. And so you just open up the app, you step on the scale, and it keeps track of your weight whenever you step on it, which I loved. So I purchased everything directly from the Fitbit website and qualified for free 2-day shipping. And another great thing that I love about this watch is how long it can go without being charged. I can literally go 5 to 6 days before needing to charge it, and that is wearing it constantly. So if you have a Fitbit, let's be friends. I'll add my email address so we can get moving together. I'm always looking for an accountability partner and just someone to look after her being me. Next up, y'all, my Croc slides. Okay, now I've been a fan of Crocs for a very long time, but this was my first time ever purchasing the slide. So I don't have that little loop in the back. They just slip on like the Adidas flip-flops, if you will, to just kind of give you a visual. I picked up the hot pink pair, and I purchased what they have now, like these charms that you can put through the little holes at the top of the Crocs. So you can personalize them. I ended up with 8 different charms. So my total came out to around $65, and I qualified for free shipping. The charms run around $4 a piece, so the more you add, obviously the higher the price. So keep that in mind. But they are uber super comfortable. And at this point, while we're all pretty much limiting going outside and how we look, well, some of us, I know some of y'all still get dolled up, but for those of us who are putting on flip-flops and socks and running out the front door to go to the store, these are the perfect addition to your shoes. Now, they can be purchased directly from the Croc website. And as I mentioned, for me, because I think if your purchase is over like $50 or something, your shipping is free. Could even be way less than that. I'm not sure. But yeah, my shipping was pretty fast. Everything shipped correctly, which always has me in a panic when I'm waiting for my packages to come. I'm like, Lord, please don't let the person be sleepy that day and they forget to like toss in something that I added in. But yeah, Croc slides. Okay, I feel like I'm late to this party, but the 6th item on my list, I'm gonna share it anyway. And as I mentioned in this podcast, I am sipping on some tea, and I love tea. And now that I'm back in the South, I love a good sweet tea, and it's always like a perfect balance. Everybody can get, because sometimes sweet tea can be a little too sweet, and you don't get that herby kind of steeped flavor, which is something that I really love. And y'all, I had no idea what I was missing until I took a sip of pure leaf tea. Now I'm going to shout my sister out for this one. Hey, Alyssa, because she is the one who put me up on this tea. So this particular day we went to the gas station. I'm not going to lie, I didn't have a bra on, and I did not feel like getting out the car. She had a bra on, so she was immediately volunteered to go in and pick up my beverages. Now, another fun fact about me, instead of like buying a big bottle of something, in order to kind of monitor how much of it I drink, I pick up like individual sizes, So I had a taste for a Snapple that day, and so I asked her to pick me up a peach Snapple. So she went in and they did not have it, and so she just happened to pick up pure leaf tea. This was my first time drinking it, so when she got in the car, she's like, they didn't have Snapple, but I got you the best tea out there. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, we'll see, because I'm a tea connoisseur, okay? And y'all, this tea is amazing, okay? It's so fresh. It doesn't taste fake. I love right now I'm digging the sweet tea and the lemon flavor. If you haven't already, and if you like tea, do yourself a favor and get blessed, people, okay? Because this tea is so good. I like order in packs now. Like I need it in the house at all times. So good. And even the sweet tea, it's not overly sweet because it still has that like steeped flavor. So good. I'm gonna get some more after this episode. Okay, next up is something that many of you I've talked about, I think maybe 2 or 3 episodes before, but I really want to get into it. I had to add it to my favorite things list because it has completely changed my life. Number 7 on my list is my adjustable bed frame from Mattress Firm. Okay, y'all, game changer. Okay, and I've mentioned, I think 2 episodes ago, that I never ever paid attention to mattresses and beds. I just picked whatever and I went to sleep. But this go round, I've noticed as I've gotten older and, I'm a back sleeper. I will sleep on my back all night long, that I am in pain sometimes when I wake up, or I feel like I have to do like some extra stretching or just something. And I was tired of that. And so I figured it had to be attributed to my mattress. So me being the chatty Cathy that I am, I logged into Mattress Firm, opened up their chat box, and received wonderful service from a young lady who just went into like so many questions about how I sleep, how would I, my weight, do I wake up hot, do I like to be cold? I mean, she really had a series of questions. She picked out the mattress and also the adjustable frame. Never spoke to this person before, but that just goes to show you how knowledgeable they really are, because I am absolutely in love with my bed frame. And, I literally can roll out of bed at this point. I don't have to feel like tight or feel like I have to stretch. I always stretch anyway, but like there's no pain in the lower part of my back. And what's really cool about the adjustable bed frame that I picked up is that there is lumbar support. So I can hit a button and all of a sudden this inner part of the mattress pushes up and right into that small part of your back where a lot of us can experience pain is supported. And so it's just such a game changer. I am still struggling with getting out of bed early now. And it is also the main reason why I have not put a TV in my room, because I'm afraid that if I do, I will never get out of bed. So the costs obviously will range. I see them from $1,000 all the way up to like 15 grand. Just depends on how much of the bells and whistles you want on your bed. Mine is pretty cool. I have a king size, and so it has like massager on there, LED lights underneath, the head and the footrest both move, and this one also has the lumbar support. I got it on a really good deal, and so you want to check out Mattress Firm if you are looking for an adjustable bed frame. Of course, like I said, I did everything through their chat box, but if you want, I would suggest going into the store, really getting one of their sleep experts to help you. Fantastic. Totally, I can't even talk, I'm so excited. Totally, highly recommend you invest in a good bed. Okay, so number 8 on my list, this one is for all of my pet owners. Okay, you all know my lovely pup Puffy. I have something for you. Now, I purchased this for my dog, and it is now serving as a footrest for me because he's hard-headed, but that's not the point. Okay. As Puffy has gotten older, I literally cringe every time he jumps off the couch or off from my bed, and I pray he doesn't break anything now that he's older. But he doesn't seem to care, and it's like he doesn't even realize he's getting old, But I purchased these foam stairs off Amazon. They are super cute, and you just push it up against the couch or the bed, and they can easily go up and down these stairs. If your dog is hard-headed like mine, they also serve as a wonderful footrest as well. So it's serving two purposes. I absolutely love it. Very affordable. I think you pay like $35 for it. It's in Amazon, and I'll actually have it linked in my Amazon favorites store, along with the other products that I'm speaking about today that you can purchase from Amazon. I'll link them in my store. Just note with those, I do get a small commission, but help your girl out. Okay, if you decide to purchase any of these things. Number 9 on my list. Okay, so some of you might turn your nose up because some folks don't like her, but we're not talking about the person. I'm talking about the product, okay? We're going to separate the person and her stories and all that stuff from the product, okay? We're just talking about the product, people, and that is Skims, okay? This is Kim Kardashian's line of shapewear, loungewear, underwear, and bras, panties, and she also has like a series of other things under Skims, but Skims. I have become addicted to this brand, okay? The shapewear, the loungewear, it's so comfortable, and I swear by the shapewear. Those of you who know me, I've been wearing girdles and body little pieces for the longest because I just don't like jiggling while I'm out in public, okay? I like everything to look really smooth and together, and this is it for me. It's so comfortable, and it's so strange because when you take it out of the package, it looks like it won't fit, but the stretch is incredible, but it doesn't lose its stretch. So you stretch the mess out of the stuff and it sucks you in, and then when you take it off, it just reverts right back, and nothing has stretched out. Even after I take something off, if I go to put it on the next day, it's still hard to put it on. It's not like stretched out to the point where I just slip it back on and fit right back into the mold, But like I said, nothing jiggles or wiggles when I'm walking around, and many of the shapewear that is full body, she has placed cups in the front so you can stick your girls right in there. Now, let me also say I don't think everybody's girls are going to fit in that cup, okay? But there is room if you wanted to do something for extra support. So I currently have the long cozy robe and matching pant in blush pink, and I love this set because it fits really comfortably and it gives you that loungy at home by the fireplace, even though I don't have one, vibe. It's just super cozy and warm. Obviously not wearing it as much now that I'm in Atlanta, but definitely the pants, I love super long dragging kind of stuff, so the pants drag and the arms are a little bit longer on the robe, so it's just super cozy and I love it. I also purchased their face masks, okay? So one thing that everyone is kind of raving about with the Skims line is that she has it in different flesh tones, shades, and she did that same thing with her face mask. And so they're the same stretchy material, but I don't feel restricted with breathing. And like I mentioned, they come in these various tone colors as well, which I love. And I have 2 of the body shapers. So both of them hit right above the knee, but one stops right under the breast and the other one is full body. So you stick your arms through and it comes all the way up. Right now, I'm totally digging the full body. So comfortable. And like I said, it's just keeps everything from moving. And I just look really smooth under my clothes. So, I cannot tell you enough about Skims. If you're interested, though, I would tell you to set reminders because as soon as her products drop, they're sold out within minutes. I swear, I'm not exaggerating, especially the main sizes. And she does go up to 5X with some of the products. So it's super inclusive. I really like it. And if you don't have it, totally would suggest. But if you have other suggestions, let me know because I'm always trying to look smooth under my clothes. And so, yeah, let me know if you have any of your favorites as well. Okay, last but not least on this list, is actually not a product. They are two shows on Netflix that I binged in one day. Okay. If you haven't watched them yet, I'm almost positive that you've heard of them, and that is Indian Matchmaker and Selling Sunset. Okay, first of all, Indian Matchmaker, I wasn't going to watch it. And then someone on my Instagram stories posted that they were like enthralled in the show, and I was like, well, I ain't doing nothing else, so let me watch it. Y'all, from the minute I hit play, I was so into the show, and I'm super excited because the way it ended gives me vibes that there will be a season 2. So I'm just hoping that it comes out, but it basically is about an Indian matchmaker, and she is gathering all of this information. And I thought what was really cool, especially if you're single, was hearing how sometimes we really put a long, exhaustive list together, and we end up missing out on valuable connections. They don't even have to be romantic connections, but just cool friendships and opportunities to meet people, because we're in this age of swiping that we fail to really just sit down and talk and learn and get to know one another without worried about, what school they went to, where they work. And now, let me be very clear. If you're trying to get involved with somebody, of course, there's certain things that you have to consider. But it also was just enlightening to see that sometimes we're our own worst enemies when we're out trying to meet people. And then, of course, there's some comedy mixed in there as well. Super great show. Loved it. And then Selling Sunset. So this one was actually surprising to me. I don't know if you all know this, but I'm a huge fan of $1 Million Listing. All of them. New York, LA, whatever one they came out with, I love them. And I had a maintenance little situation, and so I called maintenance, and $1 Million Listing was on. And when he came in, he's like, oh, you like real estate shows? And I was like, yeah, I love them. And he's like, great, you need to watch Selling Sunset on Netflix. And I was like, nah. It looks like, blonde girls in Hollywood just being crazy. And he's like, it is. And I was like, yeah, that's why I'm not watching it. And he said, no, you gotta watch it. I'm like, okay. So one day I sat down and I hit play, and he was absolutely right. The show is really good. It's giving all kinds of there's some drama, Hollywood drama. It's not Love and Hip Hop Atlanta drama, but it's like, oh, girl, you don't let her talk to you like that kind of stuff, mixed in with real estate and these beautiful homes and how they sell them and how they market. It's a really cool show. It'll definitely keep you entertained. They just wrapped up season 3. I binged that in one day. So you have 3 seasons you can catch up on. And we're all hoping for a season 4, because the way they ended it kind of gave us season 4 vibes as well. But yeah, Selling Sunset and the Indian Matchmaker on Netflix will surely keep you and your friends entertained. All right, beautiful people. Well, that'll do it for today's episode. I thank you so much for joining me today and every Monday. It means so much to me. Don't forget, if you share that you were listening to any episode of the Genuine Life podcast, don't forget to tag me on Instagram so I can show you some love. And if sharing isn't your thing, that's cool too. Go ahead and take a second to rate and or leave a review for me. Until next week, friends, remember to stay encouraged. Make sure you journal. And finally, you're amazing. Toodles.
Thanks so much for tuning in today. Make sure you're following Jenn on Instagram at Genuine Life, and that's JENNUINE Life, to stay connected throughout the week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Genuine Life podcast episodes. Until then, join us back here on Monday for a new episode. As always, beauties, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and be genuine.